refinement, sophistication, and the ability to cope with the weather of all seasons. You can say this about many of today's crossovers and SUVs, which are evolving to deliver the creature comforts and refined driving experience we expect from a passenger car. The newest crossover and SUV touring all-season tires are designed for these vehicles and the way we drive them. Refined and sophisticated, they're packed with advanced technology and aim at providing traction in dry, wet, and light winter conditions. To see how several of the newest tires drive and perform, we're comparing 3 fresh designs tuned for today's crossovers and SUVs. The CUV Premium is Kumho's most sophisticated crossover SUV tire to date, featuring a highly stylized tread pattern molded with an advanced all-season compound that focuses on blending traction, tread life, and rolling efficiency. Michelin's Premier LTX is their first design to bring EverGrip technology to crossovers and SUVs. This technology features a combination of advanced tread compounding, along with a unique and evolving tread pattern designed to help retain wet and winter traction as the tire wears, trying to minimize the unavoidable impact of tread wear on foul weather traction. Yokohama's Geolandar G055 utilizes a premium all-season compound blended to deliver a balance of wear, efficiency, and traction, molded into a pattern that further aids traction while reducing tread noise. To start things off, I'm driving on the Kumho CUV Premium, and this tire is very close to the best for overall road manners in our test. It feels well sorted out, as one of our drivers put it, thanks to its blend of responsive steering and stable cornering, along with a smooth and comfortable ride. Now I'm driving on the Michelin Premier LTX. And the Premier LTX leads the group overall, with good handling and a refined ride and only minimal tread noise, along with just a very little boom when encountering patched potholes or expansion joints. To round out the group, I'm driving on the Yokohama Geolandar G055, and this tire handles well with a very direct feel in the steering wheel. But when you drive it side by side with the Michelin and Kumho tires, it generates a little more tread and impact noise and rides just a little bit firmer than the other 2 tires. Our track evaluation in dry conditions revealed how similar these 3 tires are when asked to stop, turn, or maneuver in the dry. The distance needed for these 3 tires to perform our 50-0 panic stop test was separated by just over 1 foot, and the spread in lap times was less than 0.3 of a second. In the wet, it was a very different story. It was here the Premier LTX came into its own, displaying clearly superior traction and essentially resetting the level of what we expect in the wet from a tire in the crossover SUV touring all-season category. The CUV Premium delivered handling, traction, and stopping distance performance at levels that was very appropriate for the category, but a noticeable step behind the Premier LTX. In delivering a notable opposite of its dry performance was the Geolandar G055, which struggled to find traction, taking 35 feet longer than the best in our panic stop test and needing almost 5 seconds longer to lap our handling course. The newest crossover SUV touring all-season tires keep evolving like the vehicles that drive on them, delivering ever-improving levels of refinement, handling, and traction. The Michelin Premier LTX delivers very good road manners during everyday driving and brings a level of wet traction that raises the bar for what can be expected from tires in the category. The Kumho CUV Premium is a good addition to the category and brings very good road manners along with good dry and wet traction. The Yokohama Geolandar G055 trails the others with a slightly firmer ride and wet traction that falls well below expectation. With all-weather mobility a big reason many drivers choose to drive a crossover or SUV, we're looking forward to the upcoming winter season when we can test all 3 of these tires in the challenges of wintertime driving. As we compare tires side by side, we find each one has its own personality. It's not as easy as choosing between good and bad. So as you view our test results, it's important to focus on your priorities and what fits best with how, where, and what you drive. And be sure to go to TireRack.com for the complete test report and to learn more about the tires featured in this test.